Hi everyone, and welcome back to Stamp with Anna. And today I'm going to show you another card using the stamp set Epic Celebrations, which can be yours for free when you place a $50 order during Celebration, which runs through March 31st. This is in the Celebration catalog. Just flip to the page here. Here it is right here. It's just a great set. I made a money holder card with it earlier this week. Here it is right here. I used the sneakers and I used the designer series paper that is also free, a free option. But today I'm going to make this birthday card here. And I don't know if this is going to show up online on the camera, but I made these little lines on these circles to make this, have this mimic a record. Some of you may not remember records. I'm probably aging myself, but I remember records. I had plenty of them growing up. So this is what we're going to make today, and it's actually super, super simple. What we need for supplies is a piece of basic black cardstock, 8.5 by 5.5. It's scored at 4 1/4 to make the half, and then the front lip panel is also scored in half, so it's scored at 2 1/8. So holding it with the 8.5 side towards the top, you would score at 2 1/8 and at 4 1/4, and that will make your Z-fold card. Then we need a piece of Whisper White 4 by 5 1/4, and a second piece of Whisper White, which is 1 7/8 by 5 1/4. And then we need a scrap piece of basic black and a tiny little piece of Whisper White. For stamp sets, we're using that Epic Celebration, and we're also going to use the background stamp diagonal stripe. So the first thing we're going to do is, with some Memento ink, we're going to stamp up the stamp that is the headphones, and we're going to put that right down here in the corner. Okay? Now, with my basic gray stamp pad, I'm going to bring in my blender tool, and I'm going to color in my earphones and my headphones. And how I'm going to do that is I'm just going to take my blending tool and I'm going to dab it on my ink pad, and I'm just going to color this in. Now you can make your earphones any color you want. You can make them black, you can make them red. I am using cherry cobbler in this, so you could probably make them cherry cobbler. I just decided to go with a gray. So now I'm going to attach that. I'm going to close this up so I don't get ink on myself. I'm going to attach that onto my card. Probably should have put the snail on my white piece instead. Okay, and there's that. So that's the inside of our card. Now I'm going to take the little strip of Whisper White that I have. I'm going to bring in my diagonal stripe stamp, and with cherry cobbler ink, I'm just going to ink my stamp up really nice. I just love cherry cobbler. It's such a rich, rich color. Now I'm going to place this onto that, and with a piece of scrap paper, I'm going to rub that, and that's how I'm going to stamp up my paper. And because I do it that way, I just find it's easier to bring the paper to the stamp rather than the stamp to the paper when it's such a large stamp. I'm going to lift that off. And now this is going to be attached to that. So again, I'm going to bring in my snail. And when I attach this, I want to close this, and I want this piece of paper to line up with the top of the white piece of paper. It just makes it look like it's more seamless. Let me just fix that. Okay, and there's that. So now this is ready, and we're going to put this aside until we make our record. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I have a piece of black cardstock here, and I'm going to come in with 4 nesting circles from the layering circle set. I'm going to place one in the middle, and with a black ballpoint pen, I'm going to trace the inside. I'm going to hold it firm so that it doesn't move. And then we're going to center the next size up over it. I'll move that one. Let's see if I can line that up. And then the next size up. And then finally the next size up. Just reline that one up. Okay. And now I'm going to take the next size up and die cut that out. But before I go to the machine, I'm going to, I have a scrap piece of Whisper White, and with the stamp that says, "Here's to an epic celebration," I'm going to stamp that on this scrap piece of paper in Cherry Cobbler. And now I'm going to go die cut that out with the small circle. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back with my pieces, and now I'm just going to layer them. And put a little bit of snail on the middle of my white piece. I'm going to put a little bit of snail on the back of my record, but I'm only going to put it on the left side. And then when I close my card over, just half of it is going to be on my card. Like I said, I really hope that you can see these lines. They really do look like the lines from the old records we used to have. Those lines were the pause between one song and another song. Each one of these rings was a song. And so there you go. Here's to an epic celebration. So I hope you enjoyed this. And again, this stamp set can be yours for free with any $50 order during celebration. And your order can come from the New Occasions catalog, the annual catalog, and even from the clearance rack. As long as it's $50, you can pick this up for free. If you have any questions at all about this project or any of the products I've used, please contact me through my blog, www.stampwithanna.blogspot.com. And if you do not have a demonstrator that you currently work with, please let me know, and I'll be glad to send you out a catalog. Thanks so much, and I'll catch you back here on Friday.